welcome back to our YouTube channel. For the crappie, we're going to be talking about some new baits today. Some new stuff that I looked on Facebook, Instagram. Man, there's so many companies that make so many cool looking baits for crappie. Whether it be hair jigs, saw plastics, bladed baits, you name it, man. There's so much innovation in this fishing industry for the crappie angler, the die-hard crappie angler like you and me. So I'm going to get down to some different baits that I've been ordering online, supporting those mom and pop stores as well, and the guys in their basements or in their garages making the baits specifically for you and I to help us catch more big black and white crappie. So let's get to it. But first, what do you think about this new Crappie Machine stuff, huh? The hats, the over the heart logos, all on the sleeve, huh? Come on, what do you think? Our store is opening up next week online. It's called Fan Shop, SHOPPE, just for you and me. But hey, you want to look good out there when you're catching those big crappie, putting the pictures on social media? We answered your questions. We answered your requests to make our stuff. So we're making it in orange, gray, black, white, you name it, man. All for you because you support us with a rebranded series that's coming to TV all across North America later this year. You're going to love it, man. But let's get down to these baits. Let me show you some of the ones that I ordered, why I like them, the colors, you name it. Here we go. See these? Cool little name too, you know. This guy calls it Bad As Baits. B-A-D-A-Z-Z. B-A-I-T-S. Bad As. Good attitude. That's the kind of attitude I like. But these little baits are pretty cool. I like them. They have the little rib body. They're about 2 inches long, really soft. They got some smell to them and stuff too. And you're going to see if you look at the link below, the different kind of colors they make. Really good stuff, okay? I look through the different things online that I like, that I know I'm going to use, because remember, this is all about using baits that you're confident with, whether it be color, style, texture, scent, you name it. All those key elements go into you having more confidence to catch more crappie. So little baits like this, I would throw maybe under a really tender float, okay? The type, you know, right, that, can you see that? Yeah, man. Real slender, okay? Smaller baits, depends the size of jig head you want to put on it, but you want to match the jig head. Don't overpower it, okay? There's different sizes and different styles, okay? I would pick something sort of like what my buddy Josh makes at Northern Tackle Supply, and that's that little baby right there, okay? He's got like 1/8, 1/16 if you want, but all depends the size of the hook and the bite. I call it the bite, okay? Some guys say it's the gab, some guys say this and that, whatever it is. The technical stuff, I'm not into the real technical stuff. I'm into catching crappie and using the baits and techniques that do put fish in the boat. So I make sure that the hook penetrates. It's not overbearing, but I got a good size jig depending on if I'm shallow water near brush. I'm fishing deep vertically. I'm looking with the sonar technology these days over brush piles. So it's all relevant. But the little baits, check them out. Look what they look like in my tackle box, because I ordered a bunch of them. Think about it. Support them, because they're making them just for you. Next on my list, tube jigs. Man, oh man, I will never stop fishing with tube jigs. I don't care what species it is. Walleye, smallmouth, largemouth, even giant pike, lake trout through the ice. But for crappie and the Bass Pro Shop ones right here, these are called little Squirmin' Squirt. Okay? Catchy little name. By Crappie Max by Bass Pro Shop. And this color here, you know it. It's a combination of two of the ones that I've got tons of confidence in. And you know what that is, right? Gold and orange. Sparkle. Take a look at the tackle box here that I just filled up with all these different tube jigs. You think I'm dedicated to fishing tubes for crappie? You name it. Match it with a real tiny 1/32 ounce little tube jig head. I'd fish these on floats like this here. Okay? Little corks. You can buy them in all the big box stores, online. Real inexpensive stuff. But something about matching it with a little tube jig below a float, twitching it, just certainly deadly. Check them out at your friendly Bass Pro Shops online or go in the store and buy a bunch like I did. All right, check that out. Kalin's. Yeah, man, they make crappie baits as well. I posted online that I'm going to be showing these, and a couple guys are like, no, it's my secret weapon. Karl, don't show it. It's called, what do they call them? They're 1 3/4 ounce or 1 3/4 inch, crappie scrub. Little kicking tails, okay? Look at that little thing. Looks pretty deadly, doesn't it? Oh yeah, man. And I like the greens. I like the lime with the chartreuse. But it almost got little paddle tails too. So I would fish that probably single poling, under a float, even the deep brush piles and stuff. Something about the subtle little twitches making those little legs kick. You know that's going to provoke strikes from crappie. As for the jigs, I'll use something that matches it right to a T. Okay? Something like that there. Can you see that? Oh yeah. Small little chartreuse with dark green. It matches the bait almost to a T. Okay? I'm not too particular with going to matching the hatch kind of stuff, but something that catches a crappie's eye will make him open his mouth and bite it. So think about these little baits by Kalin. Check them out. I've got some in the tackle box here for you to look at, but another little innovative little bait by a company that's been around a long time making baits for crappie to help you catch them, whether they're black or white, all the way northern Ontario, Quebec, or all the way down to old Mississippi. Check them out. See that? Called Eye Hole Jig. I mean, you talk about innovation. Sometimes just companies just think of different things to help you catch more and bigger crappie, okay? I haven't used them yet. I will this year. We'll be getting out very soon. But the idea is to put maybe a little piece of scent, something smelly, on those occasions where crappie seem to have a tight lip, okay? Could be cold, could be because of pressure, you name it, man. But that little hole in the actual jig with some scent, and you know, man, all the times you'd watch, I'm a firm believer in using scent for crappie. In my opinion, there's no other species other than a walleye that would be as interested in smelling the bait first before they inhale it. Now remember how crappie eat. They don't bump baits, like walleyes as well too. They inhale. So they come up to it, the nose looks at it, suck it in. It's a little bit of scent in the little jigs. I think they only have different hair jigs in all different colors. Check out the link online. It could be another thing in your tackle box to help you when the crappie bite is tough. Put some scent on in the jig eye and you'll catch them too. Can you see that? You know what that's called? Tiny Tickler by the company everybody knows, Z-Man. For bass, they use it for walleye and stuff, but they make the micro finesse baits as well too. They say they're 10 times tougher than plastic. The Elastec technology, I've been using chunks and stuff by striking in different companies for a lot of years, but Z-Man coming out with the crappie specific baits, heads up. I like that kind of stuff because it shows innovation. It shows you're interested in the anglers that support you for bass fishing as well as walleye. And you've got now the micro finesse as well for crappie. I love it. So these little baits, here's a little trick that I like to do, okay? Because one thing about having the baits that are stretchy like that, that's fantastic. Because rock bass and bluegills and stuff cannot ruin your day by pulling off the small little tails, split tails or single tails, whatever you use in your regular soft plastics. So I use the Z-Man stuff, but word of caution, you have to put a small jig, and I would like to use these on little bladed baits, okay? Something like this, where I can throw it, jig it, you name it, all kinds of different applications and stuff. But you have to use a little bit of super glue, Gorilla Glue, whatever you want. When you put the jig onto the hook, at the tip of the jig head, let me show you what a jig would be like, okay? I'd match that up with a small jig, something like that. Can you see that little thing? Small little head like that. But where it sits up inside the jig, okay, it's going to sit just like that, okay? It's going to sit up, butt up against the bottom of the jig head, so it comes through the bait. Deadly little presentations, or little baits, man. But a little bit of super glue on the very tip of the actual bait, okay? Thread it on to the actual hook, and then on a table somewhere, just hold it down for about 10-15 seconds so it's secure. So the little Z-Man bait will be stuck to your jig. And you won't be frustrated by fish pulling it back down, because they won't be able to pull off the tails, but they'll still pull it down on the jig and it'll frustrate you, okay? Z-men aren't the greatest with the colored on hooks, okay? That's just being honest, man. You guys know it too. So a little bit of super glue up against the butt of the jig will hold that thing in place, and I guarantee you, you'll save money, you'll save baits. They're a great innovation. I love the Elastec. I love the technology, the colors, the scent. It's got it all. A little bit of super glue will save you and save the headaches from baits being pulled down and not put on the jig properly. Thanks, Z-Man, because these things are definitely going to be catching crappie for yours truly. See these little baits? It's by a company called Pine Outdoors, okay? They make phenomenal colors of little baits. And these guys have been watching my series and know I love to single pole and know I love to throw little soft plastics under floats and stuff. These are awesome. Awesome little baits. And yes, I paid for them. I didn't get them free. Okay. Again, supporting the guys that pour the stuff. The amount of color options that these guys make are incredible. And you can still see by the little small little tails how they just gyrate back and forth. So for me, single poling on brush lines or deep brush piles and things like that, or throwing it under a float, let the wind just move the float and twitch the tails, I know they're going to catch crappie without a doubt. There's no doubt about it. They're stinky as well. They got great prices for them and stuff. Check them out online. But man, when you talk about different colors, options, and having confidence, these guys right here by Pine, I'm very impressed. You guys make some great stuff. I hope they catch some big fish for me, and I'll keep supporting you guys as well. Check out the link below. Give them a click. Check out their stuff. You see that? Everybody knows that name for crappie, don't you, right? But I checked out these here, and the little mayflies, they call them, okay? Small little baits. They come in a scented version, okay? So it's pretty cool when you think about it, because we all use the scented stuff. We use the little niblets, we put it on our jigs and stuff like that. But when you actually have baits that are sitting in the actual scent, it's awesome. Pretty innovative, okay? They come with a little case at the front here, okay? Little lid. I didn't break them open yet because I don't want to stink up the house. But that there, you pull off the tab, and now you can take out your baits as you use them for single poling or below a float, okay? Close it up snug, nice and tight. There's different colors available. Check out the links to them. Little Mayfly by Bobby Garland. And I mean, you talk about innovation, you know, you think about it. In the fishing industry, we have so many different companies that make so many different things that help us, okay? So we all know the Berkeley scented stuff is fantastic. Power baits, we know we catch them. But sometimes the texture is just not there. Bobby Garland, these little baits, nice and soft. They got the nice little bodies to them. I'm sure crappie are going to eat them. But being in the scent, and you have it in a closed compartment like this, innovative. Hats off to you guys as well. Well, there you go. Bunch of different new baits, some innovative stuff, some jigs with holes in them for scent, some baits actually sitting in a bath of scent, some real soft baits for single poling and under floats and stuff like that. Think about the guys online that are making baits for you. I support them. You too should as well. Think about what they do to help you catch more crappie on the lakes, reservoirs, and ponds that you fish. We appreciate you watching our channel. Hope you subscribe. If you have any comments, hey, post away, man. I'm here. And remember, our store, Crappie Machine Fan Shop, next week will be online. Support a brother. Show us some love. Order some stuff. Wear it out there. Put it on social media. Appreciate it all. Thanks for watching. I'm going to see you next time. Show the world your passion for crappie. Visit the official Crappie Machine Fan Shop today for everything crappie. All our shirts are gilded 100% pre-shrunk cotton and perfect for any weather condition. The shirts feature the large full-color Crappie Machine logo on the front and back. No matter where you fish for crappie, these limited edition shirts, hoodies, and sweatshirts are a must-have for today's crappie fishermen. Visit the fan shop today at crappiemachine.com.